Hey guys, so I'm sitting here in my sports bra and some shorts, and I've just been on the exercise bike early this morning for half an hour, which is normally ridiculously boring. But I was listening to Hamish and Andy podcast, so that made it bearable and meant that I was on the bike for so long. Anyway, not the point of the video. Just wanted to do a quick video for you about something that happened to me recently. Now, I have written about this and done a video about it, but just wanted to, I don't think I've really said it in this way. So, I wanted to talk about when I was in New Zealand, or I missed my flight to go to New Zealand a couple of weeks ago. And what happened was I'd been in Sydney for a week. I only had 2 days at home, and then I was going to New Zealand for 8 days. And I was in a massive rush. So basically, I was burnt out. I was exhausted. The night before, I'd stayed up late as well, which didn't make it any better. I was on a coaching call with a client who's in the US, and packing my bags at the last minute. Excuse me, at the last minute, and I just I don't know, I just didn't get up early enough in the morning. I thought I'd be all right. And so we got to the airport, we were stuck in traffic, finally got to the airport, and I was there about to check in. The line was massive. So I went up to the customer service desk and I asked um, about the flight. And they said, nope, you've missed it. And I was I was really pissed off. And so basically, I was there 55 minutes before, and you had to be there at least an hour before to check in. It's 5 minutes, for God's sake. So annoying. And so I had to call my partner back up to pick me back up. And in the car, I had a cry and I was frustrated and I was pissed off. Not at anyone else, at myself. And so once I started getting over, like, stop beating myself up, basically, I then found the positives. And you can do this once you work on yourself. You can then find the positives so much quicker. You can bounce back from things so much quicker. That doesn't mean you're never going to be emotional or angry or pissed off or upset. Of course you are. But it means that you're going to be able to bounce back from those emotions and find the positives and just let go of it a lot quicker the more you work on yourself and the stronger you get. So I had that moment where, well, for a little while, where I was beating myself up and being really upset. And then I found the positives. And the main one was that I got to spend an extra day with my kids. So I'd, like I said, only had 2 days back with my kids, but because I missed my flight, I had 3 days with them before I went to New Zealand. So that just meant I stopped beating myself up. I stopped having the mother guilt of not being around that much for them at that time. And I got to spend a day just being at home, chilling out, resting up, and spending time with them. I could have got a flight later on that afternoon and got there late at night, but I decided that I'd just miss a day and then go the next morning. And it was just the best decision. And so when I missed my flight was only $300 for a return. When I missed it, I had to pay $400 for a single to get there. So obviously spending $700 all up instead of the 300. And that that really pissed me off as well, of course. But I realized that I'd pay $400 any day to have that extra day with my kids. That's what it meant to me. I'd spend more than that. And so it just meant I left on a different note. I left more calm, more chilled, happier, just in a better place in my head. And when I got to New Zealand, I could chill out and just really enjoy my time there. I recharged my batteries and I got so motivated and inspired again from doing that. It's really important to have regular time out so that you can be creative in your business, so you can feel motivated and inspired instead of just pushing, pushing, pushing all the time. And so I came back after that feeling super motivated and still do. And so I guess there's a few different messages in this video, but the main one that I wanted to make today is whenever something bad happens to you, you can stay stuck in that mindset. You can keep saying, have you ever had a time where in the morning everything goes wrong? You might be stuck in traffic, might have spilled coffee on your shirt, and um, I don't know, one of your clients is cancelled, or all this stuff's gone wrong, one in a row, one after the other. and you're just like, oh, I just wish I could go back to bed. Today's horrible. And you can decide to stay in that mindset and be grumpy and negative, and all these bad things are going to keep happening in that day. Or you can decide, and I've done this before, that, okay, these things have happened. That's all right. I'm going to let them go now, and I'm going to have an awesome day. And then good things start happening, and you start turning your day around. You can't control what's going on outside of you, but you can control your actions, your reactions, and your emotions. And when you do that, you can turn those emotions and you can turn your day around. So, anytime something happens to you that is seen as a negative thing, there's always going to be positives in it, even if you can't see it straight away. And I want you today to think of one thing, one negative thing that's happened to you recently, and find the positives in it. Why was it a positive? What were the positive lessons in it for you? And then how can you relate that to another area of your life? Maybe your relationships, maybe your mindset, maybe your um, maybe your business, your health and fitness, whatever it is. How can you use that lesson moving forwards? So, hope you've enjoyed this video today. Make sure you do that task. And if you're not already in awesome group, the community of Kick-Ass Action Takers, it's a free group for business owners, for PTs and coaches. If you're not already in it, make sure you join today. I'll pop the link below. And yeah, have an awesome day.